Something that's really common but often overlooked. People who have big dreams and ambitions, but struggle to take action. You might be someone who dreams big, plans even bigger, but somehow never gets things done. It's like there's always a gap between your potential and your results. You might feel frustrated, wondering why your goals are still out of reach, even though you have the ambition to achieve them. But here's the harsh truth. Ambition alone isn't enough. If you're lazy or not willing to take consistent action, you're wasting time and missing opportunities. But don't worry, because today we'll talk about 10 practical solutions to help you break free from this cycle of ambition without action. These tips are simple, but they work if you stick to them. So let's dive in. 1. Break your goals into smaller tasks. When you look at a big goal, it can be overwhelming. The size of it makes you procrastinate. The first solution is to break your goals down into smaller, manageable tasks.
You first have to say what is the goal. And once you have what is the goal, you can then measure the various designs against that goal. Otherwise, you're saying, how are you evaluating why is one design better than another? What's your goal?
A goal is never easy to achieve. Breaking it down into smaller steps makes it more manageable. You can't reach your goal in one big leap, but if you continuously put in the hard work, that goal will eventually come within your grasp. Just look at Elon Musk. His journey makes it clear that consistent effort is the key. You have to keep trying.
It's got to be a goal. So the goal is get enough tonnage to Mars and enough people to make Mars self-sustaining as quickly as possible. So then you say, okay, let's back out the math on this. We're gonna need a lot of tonnage. Maybe, I don't know, 100,000 tons, maybe 1,000,000 tons. So you can't be faffing around with these expendable rockets. They're a joke.
How do you, or how can you, stay focused and disciplined for long periods of time?
Cut out the distractions. It's not about focus. Same thing, like it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. You know, it's not about these fancy, glamorous things. Focus, it's not about that. If you cut out all distraction, the only thing that's left is focus. So cut out all the noise, and I think for once you'll actually enjoy working.
The truth is, a person works very hard to achieve success, but often, midway through the journey, they lose focus. This lack of focus can render all the hard work done so far meaningless. To be successful, focus is absolutely crucial. Even if someone does everything else right, without proper focus, they can get close to success but end up drifting far away. First and foremost, we must ensure our focus is strong. Once that's in place, achieving success becomes much easier. Set a timer for 25 minutes of focused work, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. The timer makes you feel like you have a deadline, which helps you stay focused. You'll be surprised at how much you can get done in just 25 minutes of concentrated work. 3. Find accountability. You might not take action because there's no one to hold you accountable. Find a friend, mentor, or even an online community to share your progress with.
Accountability for your actions. You can take all the credit in the world for the things that you do right, as long as you also take responsibility for the things you do wrong. It must be a balanced equation. You don't get it one way and not the other. You get to take credit when you also take accountability.
Tell them what you're working on and update them regularly. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility. When you know someone is watching, you're more likely to put in the effort and stay on track. 4th, start your day with the hardest task. This is a classic productivity trick. Start with the hardest or most important task first thing in the morning. Many people avoid the tough stuff, but that's exactly why they stay stuck.
You get that hard task done first thing before any of the easy, shallow tasks, because the easy, shallow tasks, if you start your day with a couple of those.
Starting the day by tackling your first task is something we should all prioritize. Completing challenging tasks in the morning helps train the brain more effectively and keeps you motivated throughout the day. Additionally, it prevents feelings of laziness from creeping into your body.
Before you know it, your best brain power is just sapped, and you don't actually have the mental performance to do that hard task.
When you knock out the hardest thing first, the rest of the day feels easier. Once you accomplish the hardest task, you'll feel more motivated. It builds momentum for the rest of your day. 5. Get rid of distractions. You're serious about turning your ambition into results. You need to cut down on distractions. Social media, excessive TV.
How many of you go through that process where you start watching something really educational on YouTube, and then 2 videos later you're watching something about Justin Bieber's mum, right? And it's like, and then you're like, how did I get there? Like, how did that happen? And whether it's in a small way of getting lost through the content rabbit hole, or whether it's getting lost by getting distracted from what's really meaningful to you, for me, refining my intentions on a daily basis is one of my favorite habits.
And even unnecessary phone calls can eat up your time. Identify what distracts you the most and set rules to limit those distractions. Less distraction means more focus. When you're not constantly pulling your attention away from your work, you'll accomplish more in less time. 6. Make a daily habit tracker. Create a simple habit tracker to monitor your daily progress. It could be a list on your phone or a physical journal. Write down what you need to do every day to get closer to your goal.
The 2-minute rule can be applied to pretty much any habit you're trying to build. It's very simple. It just says, take whatever habit you're trying to create and you scale it down to something that takes 2 minutes or less to do.
Habits are truly essential. There will be times when you don't feel like doing certain tasks. But if you gradually build a habit around those tasks, they will become much easier to do, simply because of the power of habit. And mark it off when you complete it. Tracking your progress gives you a sense of accomplishment. Plus, it keeps you honest and motivated to continue working toward your goal each day. 7. Change your environment. Sometimes, all you need is a change of scenery. If you're stuck in a routine or feel lazy,
it's better to change your environment than to even do anything else, because what happens is you eliminate all the triggers and cues that are associated with habit that you're trying to destroy. For anyone who's listening, you can still extrapolate the principle or the concept. People are in the environment that they are addicted. They change environments and they go to a clinic. They change the environment, they change their behavior.
Try changing your work environment. Go to a coffee shop, a library, or even just rearrange your desk. A fresh environment can stimulate creativity and reduce the feeling of being stuck. A change in surroundings can reignite your focus and ambition. 8. Set clear and specific deadlines. So one of the biggest reasons people don't take action is because they have no clear deadline. Without urgency, there's no pressure to move forward. Set a clear deadline for every task, whether it's completing a project or reaching a milestone. Having a deadline makes your goals feel real. It gives you a sense of urgency, which can push you to act faster and stop procrastinating. Set clear and specific deadlines. 9. Change your mindset with positive self-talk. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm too lazy," or "I'll never succeed," you're reinforcing the idea that you're not capable.
Everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen.
Switch your mindset to something more positive. Tell yourself, "I have the potential to achieve this."
That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen, no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what.
Or, "I can do this one step at a time." Your thoughts shape your actions. Positive self-talk boosts your confidence and helps you believe that you can take action, no matter how hard the task may seem. 10. Reward yourself for small wins. Finally, reward yourself when you make progress. Every time you complete a task or reach a small goal, give yourself a little reward. Whether it's a treat, a break, or something that makes you happy, rewards motivate you to keep going. It's important to celebrate your wins, even the small ones, to stay motivated and reinforce good habits. So take the first step today. Start with something small and keep building momentum. You've got this. Let me know in the comments below which tip you're going to try first and how it works for you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content to help you succeed.